In terms of my run for Congress, listen, I've heard the Lord give me instruction like it's clear as day, probably 5 times in my life, like almost an audible voice. And with the Lord asking me to do this was like that. I mean, I sweated bullets over it for weeks before I even brought it up to my husband because I knew he was going to be like, "Are you crazy? Are you crazy?" Which is exactly what exactly what happened. But we prayed about it together as a couple and with our children, and eventually decided in February of last year to jump into the race. This is by far and away the most challenging thing that I've ever undertaken. The spiritual climate in the political realms, it literally is stepping across the threshold, I believe, of the gates of hell in many ways. Because the prince of the power of the air is so strong in politics because largely Christians have abandoned it. We've abandoned the sphere and we've given it to the enemy in so doing.